Hello, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. If this is the first time you are seeing my face this new year, I wish us a very blissful, fun-filled new year. Okay, thank you so much for seeing me today and for visiting my page today. We have an amazing question to solve. Now we are asked to find the area of this shaded portion. Is that really possible? Is it actually possible for us to see the area of this shaded portion? Yeah, it is. Now let's do this together. First of all, you can see that let's call this point A, this place point B, and this place point C. So you can see that AB is a tangent, BC is a tangent, and AC is also a tangent. Now, if we use the tangent theorem, we are going to come across, I know you've come across this theorem that states that if you have two tangents to a circle, okay, let's say this is a circle and we have this point A and point B, and we have two tangents coming from both points. So if we call this A and we call this B, if we call the point of intersection P, this theorem is saying that AP is equal to BP. That AP is equal to BP, right? Now, that is our savior in this question. Without this theorem, I don't think there is another way we can solve this. If you have any other method aside the one I'm going to show us now, please kindly drop that for us in the comments. Okay, now back to the question. Now if you look at this, you can see that we have AB and AC. Taking that into consideration, if we call this point M and call this point N, okay, then using the tangent theorem, we can say that AM is equal to AN, right? Similarly, if we call this point K, okay, we can say that CK is also equal to CN. This is N. Is also equal to CN. Therefore, we can now rewrite this diagram as AN should be 12, right? And CN should be CK, should be equal to CK, which is 18. That simply means that we now have a whole new diagram. Now remember that if this is the center of this circle, all right, now let's join this to this and join this to this. We just formed a square. Okay, let's call this point O, center point O. All right, now you can see that OK is what? The radius of this circle. So we can call OK R, and similarly MB should be equal to OK, so MB is also equal to R. So it means that we have a square of side R. Now we are going to see why we need to get that square, but before that, if this is the first time you're coming across this lovely channel, please hit the subscription button, turn on your notification bell, very important, so that you'll be notified anytime we upload a new video. Give us a thumbs up if you love what we are doing, and always tune in at your convenience. There must be something new for you to watch. Thank you. Now moving forward, now let's consider triangle ABC. Okay, using Pythagorean theorem. Using Pythagorean theorem. Now, using Pythagorean theorem, we can see that AB squared plus BC squared should be equal to the hypotenuse AC squared. Yeah, right? So what is our AB? Our AB should be 12 plus R. So we have 12 plus R squared plus BC is the same place. From here to here should also be R, right? So it should be 18 plus R squared is equal to, now moving forward, it's going to be equal to 12 plus 18 squared. Now this is going to be long, so I need a space for it. Now let me start with this side, believing that before I get to this side again, I've actually done the long part of the whole thing. Okay, now recall that a plus b squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so that means we can write this as 12 squared, which is 144 plus 2ab, that is 2 times 12 times r, which is 24r, plus b squared, that is r squared, plus 18 squared. 18 squared, let's see, 8 squared is 64, 1 squared is 101. 1 times 8 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. Sorry, I'm using a trick. So this will give us 4, this is 2, this is 3. So 324, that should be 18 squared. Sorry, I hardly memorized things. Okay, so 324. So we have 324 plus 2ab, that is 2 times 18 is 36, right? So 36r. So we have plus 36r plus r squared is equal to 12 plus 18 is 30. 30 squared is 900. And this 30 squared is 300 times 3, which is 900. Now let us group like terms. If we do that, we have 144 plus 324. Let's see. So we have 8, we have 6, we have 4, 468. So we have 468 plus, now 24 plus 36 should give us 60. So we have 60r plus r squared plus r squared is 2r squared is equal to 900. Okay, now if we move everything to the other side so that we have everything to be equal to 0, we are going to have 900 take away 468, take away 60r, take away 2r squared is equal to 0. Okay, I'm saying something. Okay, let's just continue. We amend that letter. Are you still with me? I believe you are. Please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, do well to do that. Okay, all right. So moving forward, we have 900 minus 468. That should give us 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 6 is 8 minus 4 is 4. So we have 432 minus 60r minus 2r squared is equal to 0. Now, let's first divide through by 2. To reduce this is actually the numbers are much. So we divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. So here we have 216, okay, minus 30r minus r squared equals 0. Now let's arrange this well. All right, as a quadratic equation, r squared is supposed to come first. So we have minus r squared minus 30r plus 216 is equal to 0. Now let's divide both sides by minus 1 in order to clear the negative signs. So dividing through by -1. If we do that, we have r squared plus 30r minus 216 is equal to 0. Moving forward, we need two factors of 216 that when we add them together we get plus 30, and that should be 36 and -6. Okay, so that means we can write this as r squared plus 36r minus 6r minus 216 is equal to 0. Now factorizing, this and this, they have r in common, so we bring out r squared divided by r is r plus 36r divided by r is 36. Okay, now here we have -6 in common, so we have -6. Now -6r divided by -6, we have positive r, minus 216 divided by -6 will give you plus 36 is equal to 0. Moving forward, I don't know, I'm excited to be here. Yeah, I'm happy that you are seeing me for the first time this year on screen, and I'm also happy that you are here with me. Okay, thank you. All right, now looking at what we have, we can see that we have the same thing in the bracket. So let's quickly pick one. So if we pick one, we have r plus 36 multiplied by r minus 6, and this is equal to 0. So this implies that r plus 36 is equal to 0 and r minus 6 is also equal to 0. So solving further, we have r could be -36 and also r could be 6. But remember that radius cannot be a negative number because radius is a length that we can see. So as a result of that, it cannot be negative. Therefore, we are not going to pick this, but we are going to take our r to be equal to 6. So we have r to be equal to 6. Now let me explain why we are trying to get, or why we got the value of r. We are asked to find the area of the shaded portion. Now the shaded portion comprises of two parts. Now let me draw out the shaded portion, or the shape that contains the shaded portion. This is what we have as that, and we are looking for this. Okay, and we have the radius as the side of our square, so we have 6 and we have 6. Now you can see that this is the center of this circle. Okay, this is our O, this is O, and you can see that this part is the quarter of the circle. This is the quarter of the circle. Okay, 1/4 of the circle. Now for us to get the value of the area of the shaded portion, so let's say area of the shaded portion is AS, right? So area of the shaded portion should be equal to area of the square. So area of the square minus area of the quarter circle. You see, right? Minus area of the quarter circle. All right. Now we can easily get area of a square. Area of a square is equal to r squared. Is length squared, right? Which is r squared, which is 6 squared. That means area of the circle is 36 units squared. All right. Now moving forward, let's get the area of the quarter circle. Normally, area of a circle is pi r squared. So area of a quarter circle should be 1/4 of pi r squared. So area of the circle should be equal to 1/4 pi r squared. So this should be 1/4 pi multiplied by 6 squared. So this should be 1/4 pi multiplied by 36 squared. Sorry, multiplied by 36. Now, when 4 divides 36, we have 9, right? So it simply means that the area of the circle is 9 pi. Area of the circle is 9 pi. Now, can you see why we are doing this? We can now finally get the value of the area of the shaded portion, and that is, so area of the shaded portion is equal to area of the square, which is what? 36. So we have 36 minus area of the quarter circle, which will give us 9 pi. So 36 minus 9 pi units squared. And that is the answer to the question. Please drop your own solution on the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.